Welcome back. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouri held a meeting on Monday to follow up on the sustainable development indicators achieved this year. During the meeting, Minister of Planning Hilal Saeed said that Egypt has made progress in sustainable development indicators and took the 83rd position among 166 countries. On the Arab level, Egypt took the 7th position among 20 countries and came on the 4th place among 47 African countries. Addressing progress in Egypt Vision 2030, the minister said that measures taken by the government contributed to achieving positive growth rate amid the coronavirus crisis. She noted that better than expected results were achieved in 2020 regarding unemployment, women empowerment and labor markets. She noted that progress has been also achieved in the business environment indicator, healthcare in school due to the state's efforts in the field of health and the implementation of a number of presidential initiatives.
For more on the progress made in the Sustainable Development Goals, or UN SDGs, we're joined over the phone by Naveen Makram Labib, a professor of Computer and Information Systems. Good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How do you see Egypt's progress in achieving sustainable development in the health sector?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Actually, no. I just missed the question.
I'll try to raise my voice a little bit. Is this better?
Kind of, yes. Yeah.
How do you see Egypt's progress in achieving sustainable development in the health sector?
Okay. I'll first talk about the Sustainable Development Goals.
Yes.
That's goal number 3, that's good health as well-being. So it's acting towards ensuring healthy life and promoting well-being for all at all ages. Okay?
Yes.
This goal actually targets many things, such as, for example, reducing the global maternal mortality to less than 70% per 1,000 live births.
Yes.
For example, by 2030, the strategy works towards ending preventable death of newborns and children under 5 years of age, ending the epidemics of AIDS, for example, reducing by 1/3 premature mortality for some diseases, and so on. As for Egypt, it's going very good.
Yes.
That's one of the top priorities because Egypt's healthcare sector is a top priority for the national social development agenda.
Yes.
We have achieved many things, especially in the last decade, working towards ensuring better life for all citizens. We had many initiatives.
Yes.
One, for example, dealing with the viral hepatitis B and C, and that was a very successful initiative. And nowadays, working on reducing the bad impacts of cancer on all citizens. And that has been dealt with using many hospitals, whether the governmental ones or initiatives from NGOs or the other private clinics and hospitals. That's one of the main priorities, and that's one of the top priorities.
Yes. What about Egypt's ranking internationally? Is the country making progress in terms of the healthcare sector? Have we made leaps and strides in it?
Yes, it's making very good progress, working towards kind of total reform of the healthcare super system, as we say. That's tackling the whole thing, working towards improving the health insurance provided to all citizens, and making kind of a link between all of the stakeholders and all of the hospitals, clinics, caregivers, everything. Another aspect is working towards better training and improving the skills of the healthcare workers, whether we're talking about, for example, physicians, nursing, for example, has got nowadays many nice and successful training programs, and that was a main issue for the healthcare system. That's enhancing and improving the skills of the nursing staff.
Okay, Naveen Makram Labib, Professor and Chair of Computer and Information Systems Department, thank you so much for joining us over the phone.
The National Election Authority, the NEA, announces on Monday the final results of the runoff round of the second phase of the parliamentary elections. The NEA has received the results of the expats vote and all electoral committees in different governorates. The committee also dealt with the appeals against the voting process and counting.
Over to regional news, where Sudan's premier announced that he had agreed with his counterpart in Addis Ababa to hold an urgent meeting of a bloc of East African countries to resolve the crisis in Ethiopia's Tigray region. Sudanese Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok's announcement of an emergency meeting of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, or IGAD, came at the end of his visit to the capital. Hamdok traveled to Addis Ababa on Sunday to discuss the Tigray conflict with his counterpart, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, and the first foreign leader to visit the Ethiopian capital since fighting broke out in the region on November 4th, creating a humanitarian crisis. IGAD was founded in 1996 and brings together the East African nations of Ethiopia, Sudan, Djibouti, Kenya, Somalia, South Sudan, and Uganda. Thousands have been killed since the start of the conflict in Tigray, and over 50,000 people have fled to neighboring Sudan since Abiy ordered troops to the region to confront its descendant ruling party.
An explosion rocked the Singapore-flagged oil tanker of the Saudi port city of Jeddah on Monday, the latest apparent strike on an energy sector targets in the kingdom. Singapore-based shipping company Hafnia said that all 22 sailors aboard the tanker escaped unhurt after the blast struck just after midnight, but it did not exclude the possibility of an oil spill. No group has so far claimed responsibility for the alleged attack, but it comes as Iran-backed Houthi rebels in neighboring Yemen step up cross-border strikes against the Saudi targets.
Kuwait's Emir on Monday approved the